Hello, goodbye, and hello again. Welcome back to Spooky Ducktober and to another Minecraft texture pack review. Today we're having a look at the Halloween mashup, the official one from 2015 by 4J Studios and Minecraft. This was like a freebie back in the day, but now it costs money. Anyway, but even though it's old, they've updated it periodically over time, and I believe it's still up to date. So we're gonna have a look at everything that it's got to show us today. The description reads: Happy Halloween! Dress suitably spooky and prepare for the ultimate Minecraft Halloween thrill ride. Short and sweet, I suppose. And because this is a mashup pack, it also has some avatars. It has quite a few avatars, actually. It's got all kinds of, typical Halloween-y things like Dracula and Frankenstein's monster and the mummy. You got ghosts and werewolves. Sorry, let me slow down a little bit so you can see them better. And evil robots. Hopefully my voice is actually recording because I'm having technical issues with recording Minecraft now, which is nice. Right in the middle of Spooky Ducktober. Got bug people. This is like a bug person, like mad scientist. Various other bug people. Some pretty cool characters, I would say. You got your Steve and Alex that are half skeletons and covered in slime. Got the Mad Doctors. All kinds of fun Halloween-y things. So even if you're just looking to dress up for Halloween in Minecraft, this is not a bad route to go. All right, let's jump into the world. Here we are in the texture pack review world. If you've not seen one of these videos before, what I like to do is show off all of the textures in a pack and then give my final thoughts. So we always start off with looking at things that grow. See that a lot of the baby trees look kind of dead, which is, I guess appropriate enough for Halloween pack. That's interesting right there. Expecting that. It's got little like spiders coming out of it. Spider webs. We have mushrooms. Mushrooms kind of have eyeballs on them. That's fun. And mouths. Very cool. Kind of standard jack-o'-lantern, I would say. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a skull. And the pitcher plant has, teeth. Oh, we're already seeing some animation here. So this is one of the things that I like about this pack is there's some animated blocks and items. That's very that's just extra special right there. These are flowers, in case you couldn't tell. All the different flowers are, sufficiently spookified. Even the drip leaf has eyeballs on it. The cactus is another animated block. Very neat, very, very unique. Bunch of mouths. Already this is, I would say, more spooky than the super scary mashup pack that we looked at a little while ago, earlier in the month, at the start of the month. Another blinking tree trunk here. Those are the ones that are in the nether. All right, let's look at some logs and some planks. We already saw most of these logs before because they're the same ones as the tree trunks, obviously, but I have them here separately as well. Planks. Here is dirt, sand, and gravel. I'm gonna go ahead and break this because I don't know why it's there. It's just a duplicate of this one. I've made some modifications to this texture pack world since the last time you saw one of these videos, because this pack actually has different versions of some of the mobs, so I added in more of each mob on the ones that have duplicates or that have different variations. These are the sand and gravel. The suspicious sand and suspicious gravel are very suspicious in this pack. Sandstone. Donito. Stone and stuff. Some interesting patterns here. Very spooky, I would say. I mean, you stick a skull on anything and it looks spooky, right? But there's a nice variety, variety in the patterns. Like that's a brain, that's skulls. You know, so if you were trying to do a spooky build, there's definitely enough things to build with. Here's bricks. You can make a glowing, oozing green castle or something. Stone, brick blocks, etc. I like these two. Set off a firework just in case it's different, and it's not. The glass. Ooh, I'm not liking how difficult it is to see through the different glasses. Like this may make it a little more difficult to see some of the mobs that are encased in glass, but you know, it's an okay pattern. Wool. As you can see, some of these are animated. Like I think in the world that comes with the mashup pack, they stick some of these behind doors to make it extra spooky. You know, like there's something giant living in the house. Yeah, I like all of the wool patterns there. We have concrete. Also Halloween-y patterns on the concrete. You got like different things you could use for floors or wallpapers, just built in right into the pack. Terracotta. The glazed terracotta are all very muted. These are not my favorite glazed terracottas, but they're, you know, thematically appropriate. The ore, as you can see, it's pretty easy to see the different ores. Nether ore, deep slate ore, same story. Pretty easy to read. Would be easy to mine. Amethyst has skulls on it. When it's budding amethyst, that is. The random lonely magma block. Started to really stumble on that one today. It is glowing. Looks radioactive. Sponges. You can tell the difference between the wet and the dry sponge. Or the wet and the dry sponge, I should say. Light sources. Pretty basic. This pack is updated enough that the copper bulbs are custom, but they're all pretty similar to each other. Like these are supposed to be different levels of degradation on the bulb, but you know, oh well. The campfires have skulls and ghosty things coming off of them. Miscellaneous light sources. We see some more animation here. Always fun to see. Here are the signs. Pretty easy to read, I would say. Same for the hanging signs. Monster spawner just looks like a cage. Fences and gates. Here's a dried kelp block. Doesn't look very appetizing today, does it? The diamond, lapis, gold, emerald, and redstone blocks. Fair enough. Iron block. Raw copper, gold, and iron. The lodestone. Prismarine. Kind of hurts my eyes a little bit. Slime block is white today. Ghosty ectoplasm slime, I guess. Honey, hay bale, bone block. Here's the quartz. It's kind of bony, I guess you'd say. On that one, at least. The copper. See, here we go. This is more like it's rusting, I guess. Yeah, pretty cool. Always nice to see some of the newer copper blocks. Lot of ladders. Here are the doors, and these are some really fun doors. Quite fond of these doors. I would like to see more of them have holes in them, holes or glass in them to see through, because that's something that I like to see in a door. But as decorative doors go, these are top shelf, just from an aesthetic standpoint. Trapdoors also fun. See, the copper is very similar to the copper doors. Bookcases, etc. Here's the enchanting table. Here are the beds. They look kind of like coffins, I guess. You know, spooky enough, but they're not very different from each other other than the color. Here's the crafting tables. Even the crafter is new. I mean, is custom. These are kind of just they're very similar to the default ones, I would say, just different colors and whatnot. And the saw blade there. Here's the furnaces. Kind of fun to have kind of like a living furnace, I suppose. The anvils and grindstone, and you can see the difference between the different damaged anvil. Cauldrons. Here are the chests. Lots of eyeballs. Eyeball is a repeating theme in this pack. Barrel. Jukebox and note block. What kind of cool. Empty armor stand. There's a beacon and a bell. Iron bars. Okay, let's look at paintings, and they're all going to be custom. So we'll zoom out enough that we can see them. Lots of fun, spooky, Halloween-y stuff. Yeah, I like all of these. There's a good mixture of kind of wall decor and you know, actual paintings. Like this is a monster living in your wall. Very nice. I like that. Those are good. Item frames, rails. Almost looks like blood. Here's the minecarts. They're slimy. That's fun. Not everybody bothers to do something fun with the minecarts. There's a black sheep and a minecart. Redstone stuff. Nice and spookified observer and whatnot. Sticky pistons. The pottery appeared to be black, and they all have custom little images on them, which is nice. That's fun. All right, scaffolding, banners. Here's the boats. Ah, we got some fun boats. Eyeballs and mouths. So there is incentive to collect the different boats instead of just using an oak boat. You know, sometimes the boats are all just a little boring. But I like the boats in this pack. The tough. Another like Halloween-y carved block there. The trial spawner and the trial vault. Nice. I like it. Okay, let's jump back. All right. One very nice thing about this pack is all the custom music. That was one of the great things about 4J is that most of their mashup packs also included a custom soundtrack. This one's got lots of spooky ambience and stuff. So here's armors. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, let's send off a snowball. That's what the snowball looks like. The wind charge. Ooh, extra spooky wind charge. First, like what? Oh, one of like very few custom wind charges that we've seen with actual like full-on animation that's unique to the pack. So you can see that these are all like Halloween costumes. I can dig it. I like it. I like it. That's what the elytra looks like. The shield has a skull on it. So in case you couldn't tell, or if you haven't seen one of my videos before, that's leather, that's chainmail, that's iron, that's gold, I think. That's diamond, and that's netherite. Here we have a pitchfork instead of the trident. Would go good with I guess there's not a devil costume, but would go good with any of these, I would say. Or I guess that's kind of devilish. Yeah, that's supposed to be a devil. So yeah, it would go good with the netherite armor. If you were cosplaying. Let's look at some armor trims. So these, as always, are amethyst armor trims on iron armor. And you can see that they're like different accessories on the iron armor. So it's like different hair color, like a wig, you know, some scarves. This one's totally different. That's interesting. So yeah, this has different different armor trims. Always nice to see. Yeah, that one's covered in eyeballs. Very cool. Okay, so let's look at items. These are our weapons and tools first. You can see some of the swords on the 3D models at the start of the pack. Start of the lineup of armors. I'd say these are fine. You know, they're looking a little bloodstained. Bows and arrows, various other tools. That's the compass and the respawn compass, or whatever it's called. The elytra again. Horse armors, horns. There's potions. Miscellaneous foods. Nice and unappetizing looking foods, I would say. Here's music discs. Here's things in buckets. The buckets are like trick-or-treat buckets, appropriately enough. Minerals, various other things. Here's some of the newer items. Okay, let's go look at mobs. Hold on, let me fly so that I can move a little faster here. That's what a couch or a bench looks like. That's a water cooler. Here are chickens. Now, I don't think there's multiples of the chicken. But in case a pack in the future does have different chickens, then we will have more than one chicken available. And these are like little rat chickens, which I think is a cute touch. There's a lot of these spooky packs fit a rat in there somewhere because some people find rats intimidating. The bees kind of a different color. The cows are demonic. The pig is like a half skeleton. He's seen better days, haven't you, pig? The sheep, you can see. Interesting. I guess they're like supposed to be mummies. The wolf look kind of like werewolves, like they've got little pairs of pants on, which I think is cute. Pretty funny. And the wolf armor is custom as well, because it's fully updated. The polar bear looks very evil. Got scratches on his back. The ocelot is kind of bony, kind of zombie ocelot. The cats, and we have more cats now because there's various different cats. You can see here some of them are kittens. Bony kitty and clown kitty and That one's just kind of a regular cat, but this one's kind of I guess like a werewolf cat or like a lion almost. You can see a Frankenstein cat and just a black cat. You gotta have one of those, right? The mushroom. The bat, we're starting to have mobs that are behind glass and it's more difficult to see them. But you can see that it's just a black bat. Like a Dracula-style vampire bat. The parrots. Once again, this sign proves untrue because these are quite clearly dead parrots. Skeletal parrots. I don't change the signs between packs. The rabbits, I think there's only 2 kinds of rabbit. I'm not positive on that. These are the ones that I could get to spawn, at least. The llamas, there's a few different llama types. I've only got 4 of them here. You can see that they're all, you know, Halloweenified. I guess this one's supposed to be like a ghost llama, and that one's a zombie llama. And this is kind of a meaty llama. That's kind of a candy, like a Halloween candy or a pumpkin. I guess it's supposed to be like a pumpkin llama. Same thing with the horses. That's not a skeleton horse. I mean, it is a skeleton horse, but it's not a skeleton horse. As you'll see here in a minute, there's more skeleton horses down there, but this is a regular horse that happens to look like a skeleton. Some zombified and skeletonized and so forth horses. These are horses in horse armor. They're kind of, you know, ghost costumes and pumpkin costumes that your horses can wear. Always nice to see some thematic armors. The donkey is like a skeletal ghost. The mule is a robot. Skeleton horses are just skeleton horses. Zombie horse is a zombie horse. The tropical fish, I'm going to dive in these tanks of critters. You can see that when you're underwater, it's kind of purpley instead of blue. Or at least it's a deeper color. Here are the tropical fish. Oh, excuse me, tropical fish. There's the cod. It's got kind of a big open mouth on him with like missing teeth. The puffer fish. Here are the puffer fishies. I apologize, puffer fish. I want to see you puff up because this guy's got a fun face on him. Sorry, puffer fish. I have no way to kill you. Here's the salmon. I always pronounce it that way on purpose. As you can see, the salmon have kind of like bony heads and meaty bodies. The zombie salmon. The dolphin is also a zombie. Got some bones sticking out. I am just getting a billion text messages today. I apologize. 1 second. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to ignore that. So we have a kind of, I guess, zombified, or he's kind of like the turtle, the sea turtle is like a briefcase almost, or like a chest, or no, I guess closer to a briefcase, or possibly a coffin. You can decide for yourself what that looks the most like. The panda is kind of a Frankenstein panda. Frankenstein's monster panda. Fox is skeletal. I love the mobs in this pack. This is my favorite part of this entire pack. Is all of the different mobs. The creeper is a ghost, as you can see. The Enderman. I need to spawn in. Oh, there he goes. You can see he's a Slenderman Enderman. So more true than ever to his origins. The silverfish has no spines. It just looks kind of like a worm, or you know, the other kind of worm that eats dead people. I'm not going to say the word, but you can figure it out for yourself. The skeleton, it's just kind of a basic skeleton. Looks less detailed than the default skeleton, I would say. Wither skeleton has 3 eyes, actually. That's cool. Stray. Here's the slime, which are very ghostly. The spider and cave spider. They're kind of black widows. You can see the pattern on their backs. The cave spider in the background is stripy. The zombie and the bogged. Interesting. The husk looks extra horrific today. More so than the regular zombie. That's what the drowned looks like. It's got kind of glowing blue bits sticking out of him. The squid and the glow squid. The regular squid has multiple eyes, and the glow squid has kind of a creature of the Black Lagoon kind of look going to, like a fish person, kind of an aesthetic. Interesting. Here's the witch, which has a wart on her nose. It appears to be not cross-eyed, but whatever the opposite of cross-eyed is. The guardian and elder guardian are kind of pumpkin-y. Very nice. Endermite needs to be spawned in. What's going on with the Endermite? He's kind of bony, I guess. I don't know. Ghosty or bony. Magma cube. Looks like a bone block that's hopping around with like one eyeball on the front. We have the Striders. They are pumpkin people. Go into the green lava, Strider. And he becomes more pumpkin-y, you know, and higher definition. But his face changes. Look how his eyes open up or start glowing when he's in the lava. The Zoglin is kind of a glowing green skeletal Zoglin. Reminds me of a toy I had when I was a kid, of like a glowing green, glow-in-the-dark green dinosaur skeleton. The zombie piglin just looks like a regular piglin to me. I guess he's got like a zombie arm. He's got like a bite on his arm. But they look less zombified than a lot of the zombified piglins. Here are the goats. Get a better look at them. Here you go, that's the goats. The axolotl. They are skeletal axolotls. Everything is appropriately Halloween-y. The alay are kind of ghosts. Here's the frog. He's the glasses in the way. He's like half skeleton. You can see his insides in there. And he's got like kind of cute eyes. The wandering trader needs to be spawned back in. Here's another. Here's what the llamas look like when they've got the blankets on them. Kind of stripedy. Get out of your llamas, trader. Kind of a Baron Samedi kind of looking skeleton trader. There's a Baron Samedi, or however his name is pronounced, costume in the avatars as well. Here's the camels. They've got little pumpkin packs on their backs instead of a hump. Blaze. Come on, face over this way, Blaze. Trying to get a better look at his face, but that's always difficult. Well, here's the Ghast, and we'll get a better look at them in a moment when we're in the Nether. The Shulkers. They've kind of just got floating eyes inside of the Shulker box. The Vindicator is some sort of clown. The Evoker is kind of a ghost face type character. That's from an old scary movie. Villagers. Yeah, we've got some spooky villagers here. They're all in their Halloween costumes. Love to see it. Fun, fun, fun. Zombified villagers are also wearing costumes, but they're kind of damaged and bloody. Even more spooky. The Phantom is appropriately phantomy. It's a ghost phantom. I'm surprised I'd not seen that happen before. The Pillagers are kind of evil scientists. Here is the Ravager. He is also glowy and like a glow-in-the-dark skeleton version of himself. The Iron Golem and damaged Iron Golem, and you can tell when he's damaged. Frankenstein's monster, I should say. Snow Golem and Snow Golem with the pumpkin carved off. Now this is a slightly spookier Snow Golem than we saw in the other pack, certainly. Skeletal Sniffer. A lot of skeletons, but it's still fun seeing some of our favorite mobs as skeletons. The Armadillo. That looks like he's been run over. Oh no. There's something like that in the Nightmare Before Christmas pack. The sea turtle run over. Here's the Warden. He's spooky and demonic looking. Fun, fun, fun. Here is the Breeze. He's got ghosts around him. That's fun. Like the Breeze. Here is the Wither. This pack is kind of, the pack that all other spooky packs have to compete against because this has been around the longest of any horror pack, and it's definitely one of the best. Okay, let's go check out the Nether. By the way, I wanted to point out the clouds are custom and have like jack-o'-lantern faces and vampire bats and various other spooky things that can spawn in your clouds. It's daytime, so I'm sure it looks spookier at night. But here's what the Nether portal looks like. Let's go ahead and go into the Nether. Normally I skip out this loading screen, but I want to show off the clouds while we were still in the overworld and didn't want to have to start a separate recording just for that. But that's okay, I'll just talk over the loading screen and you can see how long it takes to load into the Nether. Alright, here we are in the Nether. Nice green glowy lava. The Hoglins are skeletons. Interesting. I guess the other ones, the zombified Hoglins, were just like glowing green skeletons, right? So I guess it's appropriate enough that they're skeletons even when they're quote-unquote alive. Here is the respawn anchor. It has kind of a brain on it. Interesting. Kind of a almost computery front on it. Technological front. The piglins. He's got a unibrow. That's really the main difference between these two piglins today. Yeah, and they've also got kind of a bite mark on their arm or whatever. So I guess the piglins and zombified piglins don't look very different from each other. Let's go ahead and fly out here to the forest. You can see this is what the Nether looks like. Put that T there a while back to help me find my way back. We're just going to zoom on over here. And this is what the forest looks like. You can see the eyeballs that we saw before. Look nice on the trees. The leaves are kind of, I don't know, wormy or viney. Very, fun. I like the I forget whether these are vines. I guess these are vines, but they're like skulls and spines and whatnot. Anyways, that was the Nether. Let's go check out the Stronghold Below template world. I like that there's even little custom sound effects and stuff when you do different things in this texture pack. They really went all out for this one back in the day and have continued to keep it up to date. So this is the Stronghold Below template world. You can create this template world for yourself whenever you want by going to, when creating a new world, you go to templates on the world seed section of the world creation tab, and you can select this pack from this template from the templates. Yes, we saw these before. They're the glowstone is eyeballs. But this one just gives us quick access to the stronghold. But I wanted to show off a couple of villages here. Here's what a villager's house looks like. Let's fly over and look at the... Oh, here is the composter if you care. Let's fly over and look at the abandoned village because it's a spooky pack. Go, here are some different houses. These are owned by the zombies, the zombie villagers. You see a cobweb. One of the reasons I come over here is because I don't have a cobweb anywhere else. It's this guy. Oh, he's kind of a Cyclops zombie villager. That's fun. The pigs, as we saw before, are skeletons, half skeletal. Kind of a purple frozen motion and ice today. Fun to be different, I would say. We could go to the village over there, but that would take too long. So let's just go ahead and jump down into the stronghold. Down into the depths of the earth. I like the stronghold. The bricks and the cracked bricks and the moss. Looks nice with this texture pack. That's a fun end portal. Very nice. Let's go ahead and blow a goat horn. Hold on, was that different? Blow it again. Music is so loud that it's very difficult to tell if that's custom. Here is reloading the crossbow. No, I guess it's not custom, but it's quieter than usual. Here's what a netherite sword looks like in your hand. That's one of my least favorite things in the pack is the way that the swords look in your hand, but that's okay. Drink a potion, just so you can see if there's a particle around us. Yeah, swirly particles. That's what they look like in this pack. Let's jump in. Pumpkin pie. It's Halloween. The Enderman again. Didn't really get a good look at him before, but now you can see him now. They're just Slenderman in this pack. Here is what the end crystal looks like. It's got eyeballs on it. And the Ender Dragon is skeletal, which is fun. I think that's the first purely skeletal Ender Dragon that we've had. So what are my final thoughts on this pack? I think this pack is great. I'm a real big fan of all the extra variations on the mobs, and the blocks are fine. Very usable texture pack overall. And yeah, I'd say that this is another 5-star. It's really difficult for any of them to compete with any of the other spooky packs to compete with the original, I suppose. just because they put so much time and effort into it. Um, there are some packs out there that have custom horror mobs and whatnot, and that's fun too. But I think that just overall, like, as far as any of the spooky packs that we've seen so far on Minecraft, this is still probably the best one. I will probably do a separate video where I have a look at the world that comes with this pack, just because we're already getting a little long here on the video, and I don't want the video to be too long. I've talked too much basically today. Anyway, so hope you're enjoying Spooky Ducktober. There's still a little bit of Spooky Ducktober left. It's only the 15th as of the time of writing this, but or recording this, I mean. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like if you enjoyed this, please. And stick around for more Spooky Ducktober. Thanks. Peace.